name is Kelly Terry.
I am Meta Conley.
My name is James Westfield.
My name is Emily Gibson.
My name is Carl Chenard.
My name is Renee Peppers.
My name is Natalie Ramsey.
My name is Nick Sun.
My name is Joshua Miller.
My name is Ron Swope.
Hi, my name is David Healy.
My name is Jennifer Swope. And
I'm Leslie Thomas.
My name is Brian Sappel.
My name is Amanda Hawkins.
My name is Doug Peters.
I am Brian Maskarnik. I am from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I teach math here at Dalton High School.
The best part of being a teacher would be influencing the future.
The best part about being a teacher is the feeling of accomplishment when a struggling student finally gets it and the light goes on.
The best part of being a teacher is when a student has been having a bunch of trouble and then all of a sudden you just see them get it. It's really satisfying to see that learning take place.
The best part of being a teacher is seeing light bulbs go off.
Best part of being a teacher is just being able to positively affect young students' lives and really just see them grow, and hopefully you see those ones that kind of come from the bottom and they rise to the top, and one day they graduate and you feel really good about that.
The best part of being a teacher is interacting with the kids and staff members at Dalton High School.
The best part of being a teacher is that I get to see people learn something that they didn't know before. And the fun part for me being a teacher is getting to see what they don't know and how to get them to get to know what they don't know.
It's pretty rewarding to see the results of your efforts sometimes and see kids always come back and tell how successful they are.
The best part of being a teacher is when a kid's face lights up because they finally get it.
Watching a kid when they try and when they get the concept, when that light bulb goes off and they build confidence because they know they can do it.
the best part of being a teacher is getting to work with students every day.
One of my biggest accomplishments was probably when I was over at Morris, because turning some of those students around and making them able to succeed where a lot of people had given up on them, and being able to turn some lives around was probably my biggest accomplishment.
So I think my biggest accomplishment is when students tell me thank you. Thank you for taking the effort. Thank you for staying late. Thank you for giving me that extra work. Thank you for going over that extra work. Thank you for the extra tutoring hours. Thank you for the opportunity of a retake. Thank you for just being there with me when it's not even school related, if I needed someone to talk to.
I think one of my biggest accomplishments as a teacher was getting national board certification several years ago.
One of the biggest accomplishments I've had in teaching is having students come back to me and tell me how much of an impact I've had on their life and their educational career after they've left my classroom.
The biggest accomplishment I see, we see it year after year in teaching, is when our students graduate.
I think every year since I teach seniors, the biggest accomplishment is graduation. I really love seeing them walk across the stage.
Watching my kids walk across the stage at graduation and getting tears in my eyes every single time.
You know, if they're having a real positive attitude and they want to keep going and keep going, then we'll do more and more, and we'll do it differently and differently. But if they, are negative and they're showing that they don't care all the time, then it'll be more just practice and repetition than activities and that kind of thing, because they're not getting anything out of the activities. Then I'm just going to keep doing, practice work, practice work.
I would say my students' attitudes and my students in general definitely change the way I teach. If I have a group who really is very social and they like to be around each other, I'll tend to do a little bit more group work so that they feel that social element. So I think that would be a way their attitude's affected, but sometimes if they're negative, we just kind of have to keep going.
Sometimes it's surprising. I always assume that when we're doing labs and lectures that's all our labs and activities, that's always the best, and I found out recently that there are some kids who prefer the lecture and PowerPoints, which is really odd.
I would describe teaching in 3 words. The 3 words I would probably use is fun, frustrating at times, and exciting.
Knowledge, empowerment, fun.
Remarkable, fascinating and awesome.
Challenging, critical, and continual. You just have to keep doing it over and over and over again.
If I were to put it into another word, I would say it's a calling.
What I do matters because I told myself a long time ago that I would change the world. Well, I don't know what I've really done to change the world, but here's the thing. We're molding minds that are coming up, that are going to have a chance to change the world. We can play, and I can play a small part in that. So I can give wisdom, help guide, help teach, help do anything, and just be a small part of that person's life that are going to go and change the world. So what I do does matter.
What I do matters because I get to interact with the future every day. These kids will soon be shaping the country I live in, the country my kids will live in. So it's pretty interesting to get to be with them all the time.
What I do matters because I think of my job as not only teaching math as a course, but I'm also trying to teach kids how to mature a little bit, be what it's going to be like in the real world down the road, and try to prepare them for that.
I get to see students succeed and grow and become adults, at least start to.
What I do matters because without teachers, there are no other professions. If we weren't here teaching these kids, there wouldn't be doctors, lawyers, or any other profession.
What I do matters because I know that I'm making a difference in my students.
That's sort of the same thing. My goal is to try to make them, give the kids a better chance to be successful by preparing them as best they can to go on to the college or whatever.
What I do matters because I am molding young people so that they'll be successful when they're older.
Just knowing that I'm making a difference and that God put me here for a reason, and that's why I do what I do.
3 of my strengths would be high energy, love of my subject, and then just knowledge of my subject.
3 strengths I have as an educator. I truly care for my students, and I feel for them.
3 strengths that I have as an educator would be a relationship with the student, a care and for their success, and just the ability to make people comfortable.
I am hardworking and I am responsible and I care about the kids.
Oh, 3 strengths that I have. I don't think I have any strengths. I'm a people person, I guess. Some people think I'm not, but I am a people person. I like building relationships because through those relationships you can get a lot of things accomplished and you can build a lot of things up. Number 2, I think I'm very motivated. When we have a task or there's a problem or something like that, I'm very motivated to solve that problem, help where I can, and just try to be the best supporter I can be for whether it's teachers or students. And I think my 3rd strength is compassion. I know things don't go perfect every single day. I know that. But when someone shares that to me, I want to try to do everything I can to turn their day around or try to help them through the situation or solve a problem. So I think compassion is a huge strength that I have.
I believe I deal pretty well with kids. I mean, I can relate to them pretty well. So my relationship with most kids is pretty good. I believe in math, I think I explain math really well. I think I can explain it to them. Sometimes I may over-explain, but I try to explain to them really well. And I think at the end of the day, there's a part of me that cares about them. So I think that's a really good strength that I have.
3 strengths I have as an educator is persistence, organization, and my knowledge of the material that I teach.
I think 3 strengths I have as an educator is I'm very patient with the students. I try to break the material down into small pieces, and I just enjoy working with the kids.
When the work is hard, the thing that keeps me going, I work for my family. My 2 little boys, you know, even though they want me to be home all the time and stuff like that, I know that I am providing for them, and that's what keeps me going. It makes me work hard. I want to instill a good work ethic to them because if they can see me working hard, then maybe someday when they grow up, they're going to say, hey, our dad worked hard, we should work hard too.
When the work gets hard, the thank yous that I get from students always keep me going.
When the work is hard, what keeps me going is thinking about the impact that I make on an individual student.
I stay motivated for those students that struggle, but try every day and they want to see me come in and help them as much as I can.
When the work is hard, the thing that keeps me going is tomorrow. No matter how bad it is, there's always a tomorrow.
When the work is hard, the thing that keeps me going is there's always a student that finally gets a topic that you're teaching, and that really makes me feel like I've accomplished something.
When the work is hard, what keeps me going is thinking about the impact that I make on an individual student.
When the work gets hard, the thing that keeps me going are the students themselves. I think, sometimes they're the things that make it hard, but they're also the ones that make it so rewarding.